Today we're going to learn about Buddhism, and although Buddhism is practiced primarily in East Asia in countries such as China, Japan, Taiwan, South Korea, Thailand, Cambodia, Laos, this religion did begin in India. Some holy sites for Buddhism include Lumbini, which is the birthplace of Siddhartha, the founder of Buddhism, and Bodh Gaya, which is where Buddha, or Siddhartha, reached ultimate enlightenment. Buddhism doesn't really focus on worshiping a god or a higher being, but rather inner enlightenment and inner peace. Therefore, there really isn't a name for the god. Buddhism was started by Siddhartha Gautama, and he was a prince, but when he saw the suffering going on in the world around him outside his very sheltered life, he decided that he was going to give up everything, all of his possessions and his family, and try to find inner peace and a way to end all of this suffering and reach ultimate enlightenment, or nirvana. And the location where he reached this ultimate enlightenment is Bodh Gaya. The holy book for Buddhism is the Dhamma. There are several holy books for Buddhism, but this is the one I want you to be familiar with. Some major holidays include their New Year and Vesak, which is a celebration of the life, enlightenment, and a memorial of the death of Buddha. Some major doctrines include the Four Noble Truths, following the Eightfold Path, and the Dalai Lama, who is the world leader for Buddhism. Some vocab words I want you to be familiar with are Siddhartha Gautama. He is the founder of Buddhism, and he was born a prince but gave up all of his possessions to reach enlightenment, and that is when he got the title the Buddha. Nirvana, not the band, is a state of perfect peace and ultimate enlightenment, when you have surpassed suffering and become one with yourself and understand the world around you and have gone as far as you can go spiritually. The Four Noble Truths are four things that all Buddhists accept to be true about the world around you. First, they accept that all life is suffering. You're going to live and you're going to suffer. The cause of suffering is desire, wanting things. You want something, you get it, you're not happy, you want more, therefore you're unhappy, you're suffering. This desire can be destroyed, but in order to do that, you have to follow the Eightfold Path. The Eightfold Path is how you end suffering. They believe you have to have the right view or understanding of the world around you, the right thoughts, the right speech, so you say the right things, the right action, you do the right things, the right livelihood, you live your life correctly, the right effort, you gotta try, right mindfulness, gotta believe in yourself, and right concentration. And this is where the symbol for Buddhism comes into play. The symbol for Buddhism is a wheel with 8 spokes. Each of those spokes represents one of the paths on the Eightfold Path. The Dalai Lama is a wonderful world leader. He is the world leader for Buddhism. He was born in Tibet, but when China took over Tibet, he fled and lives in exile now. Buddhists believe in reincarnation, so when the Dalai Lama dies, they believe that he's reincarnated in another person, and they have to go and they have to find this person. It's usually a child, and the child has to pass a series of tests to prove that he is the Dalai Lama and reincarnated, and he knows what he's supposed to do. This Dalai Lama was picked when he was probably about 10 to 13, and he is the 14th Dalai Lama. Like I said before, the Dhamma is a collection of sayings and teachings from the Buddha. And here's a picture of Buddha teaching. You'll notice the wheel with the spokes in the background. This is a temple that is down the street from Lee Middle School, about 10 minutes away on New Hampshire Avenue. This is a Buddhist temple, so Buddhism is practiced here in America.